Welcome, thank you for tuning in. This is a quick overview of the angle finding program that I wrote. Uses a graph search, so it takes a little bit, but it finds a pretty efficient path to whatever angle you're looking for based off of some starting angles that you give it and some destination angles that you want. All the logic for searching for angles is above the code that you'll end up editing, which is where you'll plug in your values. If you want to generate your own graph and you don't want to download the pre-built one that's on the README in the GitHub, you can just change this false to a true, and when you run through it the first time, it will generate a graph, and then you can switch this back to false and it'll use the graph that you generate. So the way this works is you give it a couple starting angles, and for example you can use the cardinal directions. You can also give it some angles of nearby walls. So if we were to look at, let's just take a couple angles from here. 48F, this is F546, 1C88, 07EF. I'll just go ahead and add those real quick. So now that I've added all the angles that we're going to start the search from, which are these nearby walls and the cardinals, we're going to give it a couple destination angles. I just used a couple examples: 1, 2, 3, 4, AC, AB, FE, DC, ABCD. And we're going to give it a couple different parameters for what we're allowed to use when searching for these. Sword means Kokiri or Master Sword. No carry means that you can do things like side rolls and side hops, stuff that you can do if you're not carrying a bush. If you were carrying a bush and you're trying to find an SRM angle setup, you would pretty much omit everything, so that only the basic things like ESS turning and ESS up would be allowed. And then there's also shield corner, which is in 64 only, so I'm going to remove that. So that's a perfect diagonal shield turn. And then there's also Begoron, which is, there's two different angles that you can get with the Begoron sword, which is the angle you get after you do a spin slash, a charge spin slash, and then also an angle that you get after you do a charge spin slash and cancel it with your shield. That's two different like permutations that you can get with that. But for this case, we'll just do Kokiri sword slash Master Sword, and we're not carrying an item, and we're looking for these four angles, and these are our starting angles. Once you plug those in, you can specify what the maximum amount of ESS turns you want in a single go is. I'll just go ahead and say 8. So like for each step along the way, it will only search up to 8 before it tries to search for other things in another, like for all the other different potential search parameters that you provide. So once everything's plugged in, you just run it and let it do its thing. So it'll tell you how many different angles it has left to find as it's searching, and how far in the graph search it's gone. So right now we're distance 2, which means we're 2 steps away from our starting angle, and we haven't found any of the destination angles yet. Oh, it looks like we just found one of them. Oh, looks like it finished. Let's just make this a little bit bigger so we can see it on the stream and move things around so we can read our instructions. So the first one that we have is for 1, 2, 3, 4, base angle F546. So from here, we ESS left 1, and then we ESS up. We turn left, and then ESS right 6 to 1, 2, 3, 0. And then ESS up 1, 2, 3, 4. And the next one is for A, B, C, D, which starts at 07EF, which I think was this one. Yep. So here we just ESS left 1, and then we turn right, and then we turn right once more, and then we side hop roll left, and we're there. For the next one is ACAB. It's going to be F546, so it's going to be this one again. We're going to ESS down side roll, and then we're going to turn right, and going to ESS right too. and then we're going to turn left. Nice. And for the last one, oh my goodness, we're just starting from this one for all of them. We're going to turn left. We're going to side hop roll to the right. And then we're going to equip a sword. And do this twice. And we're at FEDC. Very nice. So that's basically how it works. You can use this to find tons of angles from wherever you want. So have fun and happy hunting.